Discover the untold secrets behind the 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin born out of change controversy and a hidden treasure that could be worth thousands in your pocket right now. The story of the 1983 Lincoln penny begins in a time of economic challenge and transformation. The early 1980s were marked by a period where the United States Mint was forced to make critical decisions that would affect the coins in your pocket forever. The Lincoln penny itself is an American icon. Its origins go back to 1909, when it was first struck to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For decades, the penny remained largely unchanged, featuring the beloved wheat ears reverse until 1959, when the memorial design was introduced. The 1983 Lincoln penny stands at the crossroads of history because only 1 year before, in 1982, the United States Mint made one of its biggest compositional shifts since the coin first came into existence. Faced with soaring copper prices that made it too expensive to produce a 1-cent coin that actually cost more than a penny to mint, the U.S. Mint switched from the traditional bronze composition to a copper-plated zinc core in mid-1982. This transition led to two distinct types of 1980 to pennies, one in the old bronze and one in the new zinc. But by 1983, every penny was struck in the new copper-plated zinc composition. The change seemed simple, but it set the stage for what would become one of the most fascinating era stories in modern numismatics. The 1983 Lincoln penny holds a unique place in collectors' hearts, not because it was rare in its mintage numbers, since billions were struck across 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but because of the remarkable double-die reverse variety that emerged for the 1983 Philadelphia issue. The double-die reverse, known as the 1983 DDR, is one of the most sought-after modern penny varieties in circulation. The error itself shows clear doubling on the reverse, lettering most notably on the word 1 cent and United States of America. The doubling is dramatic and easily seen with the naked eye, making it a favorite among error hunters. To understand how this happened, you have to appreciate the minting process of the early 1980s. Dies used to strike coins were created through a hubbing process, where a working hub would impress the design onto the die multiple times. Sometimes, if the alignment was off slightly, it would create a double die. When the die struck coins, that doubling would transfer to thousands of pennies. Before the error was discovered, the result was a small number of 1983 Lincoln pennies that left the Philadelphia Mint with this dramatic doubling on the reverse. Beyond the double die story, the 1983 Lincoln penny has been surrounded by other mysteries. Collectors have tested the composition of the 1983 penny endlessly because of rumors that some copper plankets from 1980 may have been left over and struck in 1983, although none has been definitively confirmed. The possibility that a copper 1983 penny exists keeps treasure hunters checking their change every day. A genuine 1983 penny struck on a bronze planchet would be an incredible find worth thousands, perhaps tens of thousands to the right collector, because it would represent a transitional error, an accident that bridges the old bronze era and the new zinc era. Another interesting aspect of the 1983 penny is how the new composition impacted the coin's durability and appearance. The copper-plated zinc plankets were more susceptible to corrosion and pitting over time. Many 1983 pennies show bubbles or blisters on the surface, a result of the plating separating from the zinc core. This problem led to quality control adjustments at the mint in later years. But the 1983 penny stands as a testament to that early period of experimentation and adjustment in the U.S. Mint. The plating bubbles themselves are not valuable errors, but they do tell the story of the challenges the mint faced. Collectors today look for high-grade examples of the 1983 penny, especially the double-die variety coins graded MS65 or higher can command significant premiums, while most 1983 pennies you find in pocket change will be worth only face value. Finding one in pristine mint state condition especially with the doubling can turn a humble penny into a prized showpiece for your collection. This is why people still search rolls, bags, and jars of pennies in hopes of finding that one era that could change everything. Beyond the coin itself, the 1983 Lincoln penny sits at the center of a broader economic and numismatic lesson. It reflects how external factors like metal prices, inflation, and industrial production pressures can shape the very currency we use every day. The switch to zinc in 1982 was meant to save the government millions, but it also introduced new minting challenges and forever altered the Lincoln cent series. Future generations of collectors will always study these coins as a fascinating moment when the everyday penny became a battlefield of cost versus tradition. Think about this. Every time you hold a penny in your hand, you hold a tiny disc of history. A 1983 penny is a symbol of change, both literally and figuratively. Its design carries Lincoln's enduring legacy, while its composition tells the story of a government balancing its books in an age of economic uncertainty, and every rare era hiding in plain sight reminds us that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. So the next time you get change from the store or sift through that old coffee can of pennies, don't dismiss the humble 1983 Lincoln penny. You could be holding a tiny treasure with a big story, maybe a double dime, maybe a transitional copper, maybe just a perfect mint state zinc cent that survived the years untouched. It's out there waiting to be found, waiting to reward the careful eye and the curious mind who understand that even the smallest coin can carry the weight of history. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember that every penny has a tale to tell, especially the 1983 Lincoln penny, whose story continues to grow with each new discovery in the world of valuable coins history.